Good afternoon, Lakeland, and welcome to this week's episode of Win TV.
On today's episode, we profile the importance of sports medicine, the unique story behind a local mall Santa, and how choir prepares for their Christmas concert. I am Jack Gingrich.
And I'm Rhiannon Klodowski. Win TV starts now.
In 2016, local resident Shamron Armstrong was diagnosed with prostate cancer. By 2018, he is a holiday icon. This is his unique story.
Yeah, I wound up with prostate cancer, and I survived it, and I wanted to start kind of sharing the love of surviving cancer and what have you. And anyway, a couple of years ago, we were out, and I grew out my beard and stuff. It turned white after I had cancer treatments. And children started coming up to me telling me what they wanted for Christmas. It's kind of odd. I wasn't dressed like Santa. Had on camo shorts and camo hat, and they called me Santa Claus.
My daughter and I were looking for something to help him overcome the stress of cancer. And when my daughter saw how the children responded to him, it gave her the idea that since his beard had turned white after radiation, that perhaps he could be Santa.
It's rewarding. Makes you sleep good at night and feel like you accomplished something. Just all the way around.
As you might expect, the community has supported him beyond his wildest expectations. He now even has his own photographer.
Last year we only had 2 shoots together, but this year we have currently shot about 4. We have a few more coming up. We do daycare shoots. This is called Moments with Santa. What we do is we go to really cool places like a park, and Santa gets to spend moments with the children rather than at a mall or just a few minutes. They get 30 minutes with Santa and get to experience something really, really cool.
And one thing that has not changed throughout the years is the joy that he's been able to bring to the people of Frisco. My name is Jack Gingrich with Win TV.
Our choir gets ready for their holiday concert.
Matthew DiMattia reports on this festive celebration.
Throughout the holiday season, varsity choirs are preparing for the concert on December 6th. All their hard work and dedication can sometimes go unseen, but choir is, after all, more than just singing.
So just like an athlete needs to warm up muscles and start in slowly to the practice, same thing happens with choir singers. They need to warm up the muscles in the vocal cords and breathing, because there's so much more to it and physicality to it.
And then we just sing through all the songs. We just make sure that we're getting all the tempos and rhythms right, make sure the pitch is on point, and then we start developing the techniques needed to make sure to polish the sound.
So it's about breathing, and a lot of people think breathing is up here, but it's with the diaphragm, so that has to be coordinated and shaped, and tall space, and the mouth has to be really used so the words are understood, which is a lot more involved than just our daily speaking. We use vocal exercises, and the vocal exercises, just like different calisthenics and different warm-ups for sports, utilize different techniques to warm up the voices with different parts of the voice.
When I first started choir my freshman year, I honestly did not I didn't think it would take as much work as it did. And now that I'm a senior and I've been through it for 4 years, it takes a lot of hours.
There's obviously the class time, but there's also a lot of out-of-class time, such as rehearsals and at home practicing. And for some of us, they're in show choir. That adds another class period, so that adds a lot of time to it.
There's so much more than just preparing the music, which in itself is a chore, because when we sing, everything's sung from memory. So not only do you learn right notes and rhythms, you're singing poetry from memory.
This was where we do the hardest songs. And it's the same songs every year, so you have to try to make it interesting, because these people come to this concert expecting a level of excellence that we put out because they've heard these songs so many times.
As a student, it's especially the pressure, especially as a younger student. It's a lot of pressure on you from your peers and from the audience.
So that's one of the biggest things putting together, is getting everybody on the same page and making sure it sounds as good as it has and even better than what it has been in the past.
You can go see their hard work in action at the Choir Festival Together in Song, conducted by UNT's Director of Choral Study, Alan Hightower, on January 19th at 3 p.m. I'm Matthew DiMattia for Win TV.
Up next, Josh Webb reports on the importance of sports medicine, followed by Wolverine of the Week.
Sports medicine deals with physical fitness, treatment, and the prevention of injuries related to sports and exercise. Today, we look at the importance of all trainers and doctors and how they are the backbone to all of our Wakeland athletes. Sports medicine is an underappreciated factor in the success of Wakeland athletics. Character, perseverance, and quality are some of the words that define the trainers at Wakeland.
We do a sports medicine class, and we also do like hands-on stuff. I mean, just going through, working with the athletes. During spring football, we have tryouts, and they have to try out just like every other sport. They have to try out to make the team. We're not going to just take anybody who comes in off the street. We want good quality kids, and I think we get good quality kids. I want them to come out of here and be better people. I want them to be the best of what Wakeland has to offer. We try to teach them how to be young men and young ladies, first of all, and then I want them to learn what we try to teach them and go out and be able to use that in real life.
Wakeland athletes are appreciative and confident knowing that someone has their back.
So when I first tore my ACL, I went to the trainers and she told me it was a sprain, and then she gave me the doctor's number and we called him and we got an appointment set up like really quickly. Knowing that I have someone there to kind of help me through the pain and help me get back on my feet as fast as possible is very nice.
Day in, day out, trainers work tirelessly to make sure our athletes are healthy off and on the field. I'm Josh Webb for Win TV.
Welcome to the Wolverine Replay. Let's hear how fall sports teams finished this season. Football finished 5-6 and made the playoffs, but fell short to Lancaster in the first round. Congrats to the football team for a great season. Volleyball ended with a 37-6 record and is one game short of making the state championship. In golf, senior Hudson Hicks became the first Wakeland golfer to win the championship at the Frisco Cup. I'm Landon Smith for Win TV.
My goat this year's name is Oswald, and he has a lot of personality. He's very rambunctious, I would say, which is sometimes frustrating, but it's also really fun. He's a good guy, so. I have to come here every day and feed him and change his water and clean and do all that, and I have to take him out to run and exercise, so he builds muscle for the shows and stuff. Managing school with FFA, like especially show team, is kind of difficult. I don't know, when you like something so much, you just kind of figure out how to make it work.
I'm Paige Musselman, and I'm Wolverine of the Week.
Lastly, Wakeland students are put to the test on their knowledge of holiday lyrics.
Season, and the only thing that makes it complete is the music it brings. We took to the Wakeland student body to see if they can finish some of our favorite holiday song lyrics.
I don't want a lot for Christmas.
There's just one thing I need. There's just one thing I need. I don't want to sing.
You don't have to sing.
You can just say it.
I don't know.
That's the Mariah Carey song that's like the #1 selling song of all time, but I have no idea what the next lyric is.
It's the best time of the year. It's the best time of the year.
It's either it's the best time of the year or in case you didn't hear.
Dashing through the snow
in a one-horse open sleigh.
In a one-horse open sleigh.
Yes. Perfect. All right.
There's nothing like the holiday music to get you in the spirit. I'm Camila Serrano for Win TV.
For extended coverage on these stories or to stay up to date on Wolverine News, make sure you're checking us out at www.wakelandaccess.com. That's all for this episode of Win TV. I'm Rhiannon Klodowski.
And I'm Jack Gingrich. Have a great holiday, Wolverines.